Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Lisa Gordon. I'm here at the Natural Health Improvement Center of Columbia, Maryland, and tonight we're going to be talking about how anxiety and even depression have to do with the gut, the health of the gut. So your brain and your gut are in constant communication. They're connected by an information highway known as the vagus nerve, and because your body relies on its brain for its basic operating instructions, the communication between the brain and the gut is very important, and the gut has a lot to do with the brain. The reason that that is true is because even though when you hear about anxiety and depression, you might hear about the neurotransmitter called serotonin. There are other neurotransmitters, which are kind of the messengers that go from the brain to the body. Those have to do, the levels have to be in good shape with each other so that you can feel well. Well, the place that most of the serotonin, for instance, is made is actually in the gut. It's not in the brain. So if you have an intestinal tract, a digestive tract that is leaky, you might have something called leaky gut. You might just have not eaten very well throughout your life, and so your gut might not be as healthy as it could be. So then what happens is that one of the jobs of the gut is to make these neurotransmitters, and so if you don't have enough serotonin, your mood is going to be affected. So wouldn't it make sense to heal the gut while you're doing lots of other good things for your mood, for your thoughts, and so on? So the gut is also the home to the immune system. It's extremely important to keep our gut healthy. It's very possible that if somebody has something called IBS, Crohn's disease is a very severe gut issue, ulcerative colitis, all of those things can be affected by what we call nerves, by our nervousness. And the people who have those things, interestingly enough, often have mood issues, mental concerns, that kind of thing, anxiety, depression, and so they go back and forth. So it's really important to deal with both aspects. So what can you do to help yourself if you struggle with anxiety or depression? Some of the things that you can do mentally and physically are exercise. Exercise produces endorphins, which are chemicals in the brain that act as natural painkillers. And it also improves the ability to sleep, which in turn reduces stress. Meditation strengthens a person's cognitive abilities to regulate emotions and thoughts. So there are lots of different ways to meditate, anything from TM to just breathing meditations to counting your steps while you're taking a walk. All of those are meditations. And what I think of it when I think of meditation is anything that can cause you to be very much in the present moment. So if you're drawing, or if you're doing a breathing, or if you're doing yoga, or if you're a breathing exercise, I mean, obviously we're always breathing, but if you're doing a exercise like breathing in one nostril and out the other like this, that kind of thing, in and out, or just noticing the breath as it goes in and out of your nose. All of those are meditation. There's no particular way that you need to do meditation. Prayer is another really good way to get centered with yourself. Relaxation exercises are similar. Deep breathing. Progressive muscle relaxation is a nice thing to do if you're if you tense your toes, then you relax them. Tense your feet, then relax them, and kind of go all the way up your body and tense and relax all the muscles. That does two things. One, it brings you into the present moment, and the other is that it makes you aware of your body. Where are you holding tension? Can you let that go? Because all of those things can have something to do with how you feel emotionally. Writing is a very good thing to do. Time management, that's something that I really struggle with. But when I manage my time and really kind of go down my to-do list and check things off, I just feel calmer because I don't have so many things in the back of my mind, and trying to remember everything is really difficult. So just write things down and maybe do two things on your to-do list today, or whatever it is that you need to do, and only do what's necessary to do. If you have time to do what you'd like to do on the to-do list, that's good, but do what must be done first. Aromatherapy is very nice. Lavender is a very good scent. Sandalwood, rose, orange, chamomile, those are all lovely. And you can have teas with some of those things in them as well. Now, if you're trying to go back to healing your gut and eating good foods for your gut, there are some really sort of in-depth gut healing things that we do here in our practice and that other people do as well. And they're very important and very good to do. So if you want some personalized attention regarding that, it would be a good idea for you to call and make an appointment with me, and I'll be happy to help you actually heal your gut. In the meantime, you want to get the good fats. So salmon is a very good food to eat. The EPA and DHA, which are the essential fatty acids, may help regulate the neurotransmitters dopamine and serotonin, and those have calming and relaxing properties. One thing that I do when I'm not feeling so well, or if I'm feeling a little anxious, is I reach for the fish oils that I have in my office. My favorite is a cod liver oil by Standard Process, and I just take 2 of those, and somehow I feel better right away. Avocado is a very good fat that you can eat. It's very rich in stress relieving B vitamins and heart healthy fats, and they also help to lessen anxiety. Chamomile tea is a lovely thing to do. Turmeric is actually going to help to decrease the inflammation in the gut and in the brain, in fact. And so that is something that can be very helpful with anxiety and with pain. A lot of people who have anxiety also have pain. And that's for a couple of reasons. One is that the gut is not digesting, not absorbing nutrients as well as it could. And so you're not getting the nutrients you need to feel well physically. And you also don't get what you need mentally. So your brain isn't getting the food that it needs as well. This is where people get happy with me. I really like dark chocolate. Flavonols, which are the antioxidants in dark chocolate, improve blood flow to the brain, and they promote its ability to adapt to stressful situations. So I wouldn't say go out and eat a bunch of cupcakes, no, but what I would say is get yourself some really good dark chocolate. And if you're hardcore like me, you can actually get the dark chocolate powder and put it in some hot water in your teacup and just drink it, or you could sweeten it with a little bit of honey or molasses or maple syrup if you like it a little sweeter, because dark chocolate is very, very bitter. I happen to like bitter foods. I love arugula. I love dark chocolate. Those kinds of things are very bitter, and they're also very, very good for the gut. Probiotics also promote mental health and brain function by causing the gut to improve as well. So you can incorporate probiotic foods like full-fat yogurt, miso, kimchi, kombucha into your diet. Now, if you go for the yogurt, be sure that you get the plain yogurt and get a higher quality. The lower quality yogurts don't really have as much of the probiotic in them. And there's a little trick about probiotics. It's not just probiotics that you need to heal the gut, but there's something called prebiotics as well. The probiotics are like the seeds going into the soil that then grow the good bacteria and so on, so that your body can be healthy. But prebiotics are equally important because what they do is they provide the soil So it's almost like a soil in a garden. If you have probiotics and your gut is not healthy, the probiotics are just going to go through you, and those seeds are not going to be planted, and you won't end up getting the benefit of the probiotics. But if you have the prebiotics, it's going to give the probiotics somewhere to land, and it will actually take hold, and your gut can heal. So there are a few hints and things that you can do. I'm here in the Atholton Shopping Center in Columbia, Maryland. Nutrition response testing is the method that I use to find out what's going on in each person's body. And if there is a gut healing that needs to happen, then we can focus on that. And if other organs need to be handled, we can handle them. Sometimes it's not always the gut that is the problem for anxiety and depression, but sometimes there are some mineral deficiencies that are either associated with the gut health or need to be added additionally. And we have specific nutritional supplements that are for each individual person. And I don't make assumptions. What I do is I want to know what each individual person needs, and I find that out by using nutrition response testing. If you're curious about that or about the chiropractic and cranial work that I do, the cranial work is also extremely useful for calming the nervous system, and or even the allergy work that I do. A lot of people have anxiety because they're eating foods that are stressing their body. So we have lots of different tools here at the Natural Health Improvement Center to help you and your loved ones to get well. And if you're interested in having a free phone consultation with me, all you have to do is call 667-240-2923, and we'll get you on the schedule. Be well. Bye bye. Bye bye.